The Tokyo Game Show 2020 just dropped a new 20-minute or 15-minute gameplay footage for Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, as well as a brand new trailer, and a lot of people are probably dissecting that stuff right now on YouTube, looking at all the little details, things like the Calamity Ganon's tower coming out of the citadel that is currently not destroyed. Let's just have a quick look at this ad. That's right there, that's big, and this is 100 years before the actual Breath of the Wild timeline. Now, with the Sheikah Towers appearing in the land at this point in time, guys, that's a mind-blowing story point. And now there's something very important that we want to discuss in this video about the story points, guys. Zelda's old team, Aonuma, had a very big role in the making of this game. And in the live stream, the staff that were doing that were very careful not to show or not to say a lot of things that might spoil the story, because the story is extremely heavy story dependent, or the whole game is story dependent, guys. So they really are trying to be careful not to spoil anything. So we've got a very little bit of gameplay. It showed some basic stuff, some mechanics, how the thing works. I mean, it was very interesting. I'm actually going to leave the full 1 hour live stream that I did, reacting to the new trailer, reacting to the gameplay footage, discussing it with you guys, and looking at some of the details as well. I'm going to leave that right at the end of this video for your convenience if you guys want to enjoy and watch that. But we can see some of what's going on here. We can see all the champions that are playable. In the rest of this video, guys, we are also going to discuss more of the useful information that I guess most people aren't really going to be covering. This is the ushering in of a new series, Zelda News, guys. You know me for Pokemon news, probably, and I'm going to start getting into Zelda news to keep you guys informed with all the latest hot stuff for Breath of the Wild 2 and Hyrule Warriors. And if you guys are hyped about a series like that, please do drop a subscribe right here, because you won't miss out. I did cover Breath of the Wild 1 extensively back a long time ago, and we even 100%ed that game 4 times, and that includes the Koroks, you better believe it. That was quite work. But as you can see, a lot of beautiful scenes here in this video. Things really heat up, and that right there is Impa. Impa's looking great 100 years ago, looking amazing. And looking very like Paya, guys. There's going to be a very detailed story about her and Paya and what their relationship is in the main story. Yes, guys, this is out November 20th, if you didn't know that. And let's just give you a little refresher on some of the old information, guys. If you pre-order the digital version, you're going to get the ladle as a weapon here, usable in the game. I'm not sure if it's worth it if you want the hard copy, because honestly, the hard copy looks hella worth it. It looks really good. So that's the ladle, guys, if you want to get that. I'm getting the hard copy myself, so I'm not really worried about the ladle. However, the trailers and the gameplay actually announced that you'll be able to get this maybe as paid DLC somewhere down line in the future. So I don't know. I mean, paid DLC for just a ladle and a wooden sword, guys. Let's talk about the wooden sword. This wooden sword is a bonus if you have Breath of the Wild saved that on your Switch, which is a lot easier to do than actually pre-ordering the digital copy. If you're looking to get the actual hard copy, you can get either copy of this, and once you have Breath of the Wild save data on your Switch, you'll get this beautiful little wooden sword. In Japan, right here, guys, only in Japan, a treasure box version of Hyrule Warriors is going to go on sale, and in that box you get some goodies which they actually demonstrated in the game show today. So this here is a bit of a plaque thing. Maybe these are magnets, I'm not really sure, but it looks like a plaque or something that you can stick to a wall or whatever it is. Anyway, that's just a little plaque thing right there. And this is a keyring of the Egg Guardian that is now going to be accompanying us instead of Navi in Hyrule Warriors. It looks like the egg plays the role of Navi in this game, which is kind of cool because people are really curious about what that little Egg-chan does. And well, there he is, he's on our side, so that's pretty nice. And you also get this flag thing that you'll be able to hang up. It's the glider. That's it. I mean, it's kind of nice to have this, but it's a little expensive, guys. It's about $160 to get this, and I mean, of course, you can only get it in Japan. There may be redistributors somewhere else around on the internet that will do this for you. I am not one of them, I'm afraid, despite doing some services that are much more easily manageable than this. This is a hard physical object to actually have to go out and buy and send in the post. I can't really do that. Supply is limited. I don't have a supply, and it's much more complicated. complicated. So I'm going to stick to dealing out like tickets and stuff for events for you guys. I think it's a lot more manageable on my end. Guys, here's the big news. Aonuma going in deep into this game and getting involved, and there's a lot of points that we've uncovered about what was going on between the Zelda team and the team for Hyrule Warriors, and this is it. The development team heavily focused on recreating Hyrule 100 years before the events of Breath of the Wild and wanted to reflect this in the world's design. Now, in the gameplay, guys, we did see a lot of the design, and we saw some Castle Town, which was pretty cool. You want to check that out. Like I said, I'll leave it at the end of this video for you guys to easily go into. And we also saw some interesting points that I pointed out during that, which was actually different terrain that wouldn't have changed over 100 years, I think, like cliffs and stuff like that. So the world design is close. It's close, but it's not exact as you would expect it to be, I think. So, well, we'll see exactly how it goes, exactly how much it reflects 100 years before. Either way, it looks damn good anyway. No little thing like that is going to really put you off playing this and enjoying and experiencing the story. There was strict guidance from the main Zelda team during development, of course, because this is extremely heavily story dependent. Zelda team is the one that made Breath of the Wild, and this is adding to Breath of the Wild in a prequel version, so it's not the same game, but it is the same storyline. So we're going to see what comes out of this, and Zelda team very closely managing that stuff. There will be separate playstyles for different characters. More characters will be shown off in the future, such as Young Impa being showcased recently. So yes, we did see Young Impa actually being a playable character. We also saw some of the heroes being a playable character, and well, looks like we're going to be getting more. I wonder what else we'll actually get. We expect Zelda, widely expected to have Zelda as a playable character, and I think we saw some footage of that in other ads. However, it wasn't showcased today, so it doesn't matter, we'll see it in the future. The development team avoided answering many questions during the live stream as the game is heavily story based and didn't want to spoil anything. So yes, it was short and very carefully managed so that they don't accidentally spoil anything, but the fact that it's very heavily story based is a really good sign, guys. If you're not really a Hyrule Warriors fan, but you are a Breath of the Wild fan, this game is still going to appeal to you because you're going to get answers, you're going to get story, you're going to get cutscenes, stuff like that. The gameplay is a little drawn out, of course, as a Hyrule Warriors game is. You have the map and you have to go around and do it, and it does take a little bit of time based on what we saw in one level's gameplay in the showcase. However, it still looks fun, dude. There looks like a lot of fun that can be had from that. At least it's enough to keep you guys who aren't fans of Hyrule Warriors afloat while you go looking for those answers. They combine the styles of both Hyrule Warriors and Breath of the Wild to create Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. Okay, well, the styles, I think it's very much the Breath of the Wild art style, which is fine. It looks like you're playing it, but actually the mechanics and the movement speed are Hyrule Warriors. So it's going to feel a little different as you play while looking like Breath of the Wild. When all development and Hyrule Warriors ended, Koei Tecmo thought that would be the end of Hyrule Warriors as a whole, as the team was finally able to fulfill the festival theme they were going for. Following this, Eiji Aonuma himself then approached the team on the opportunity to create this prequel of Breath of the Wild. So it looks like Hyrule Warriors was done with the definitive edition, I guess, and they were all just wrapped up on that. But they got this new chance, I guess, for Eiji Aonuma coming in out of the woodwork to decide, hey guys, you want to make another one? Well, they decided yes, and actually I think this is, like I said in other videos, this is supposed to tide us over for possible delays in Breath of the Wild 2. I theorized in a previous video that Breath of the Wild 2 might not be out next year, like we're hoping and expecting. Now, a realistic time frame is next year. Actually, a realistic time frame could have even been this year, but it's not out this year. It might be out next year, but one of my theories was that it might actually be delayed too much, that it's going to be out the following year, 2022, which would cause a lot of worry or panic for Zelda fans. I'm hoping it's out next year, guys. I do hope, and I'll be keeping my eyes out for all the news on that. So guys, you get informed. If you did subscribe here, you will be fully informed as to what's going on with that. However, that's just a theory. A game theory that might be out in 2022, but we'll see. I'll let you guys know. That's it for today's Zelda news, guys. What did you make of it? Thanks for coming and watching it. I hope you guys enjoy one of these videos right here, including the Zelda, the full 1 hour reaction, discussion, analysis of the gameplay footage and the new trailer and the old trailer as well. We see all that stuff in this 1 hour video. So feel free to knock yourselves out, sit back with a beer or whatever and relax and watch that. And I'll see you guys around in the next video. Whatever new news we'll get on Breath of the Wild 2 or Hyrule Warriors, I got you guys, because we're going to be playing this in November. Thanks for coming, everybody. I'll see you around in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you then, guys. Bye.